Hey guys, Mike here, the Detroit Borg, with a look at the all-new EarPods from Apple. These were 3 years in the making, cost only about $30, and replaced the existing earbuds. So let's see if 3 years of development was worth the wait. So this is a big step up from the basic headphones we're all familiar with, basically a speaker with a rubber piece around it to keep this from falling out of your ear, which didn't necessarily work too well. So these did not sound very good. So Apple aims to improve that and bring better audio to all of its devices. Now these will be shipping with the iPod Touch 5th generation, the iPhone 5, and the new iPod Nano 7th generation, although the Nano and the iPod Touch will not be getting the remote and the mic. Just the iPhone 5 will be getting this version. So you can pick this up for $29.99 in the Apple retail store, and it's pretty affordable. You can still pick up the in-ear Apple headphones for about $80, which I wouldn't recommend because you can get better sounding headphones from Klipsch. So the packaging is pretty basic. Of course, you can see your headphones very neatly arranged here along with the microphone and the remote control. You have a carrying case here for carrying around your headphones. You can see it's wrapped around right now. On the back, you can see exactly what type of headphones you have here. You have the one with the remote and mic, and of course the headphones with that unique pod design. We'll take a look at that once we crack it open. So there's no easy way of ripping this open. It's not going to be very elegant. It's kind of meant to be tossed out, I think, once you're done with it. So let's peel it up. Okay, it just slides right out. Here is our carrying case with the headphones. So we're going to set this aside for just a minute, and I see there's something else in here, so we're going to pop this tray out. Little tray here. So we got our EarPods with remote and mic. So it looks like we have some explanatory literature on how to operate it. So we know the basic controls: up, down, play, pause, resume call, place call, answer call, end call, everything we're familiar with. So that's all there is to it. We got our warranty guide. That's it. So let's go ahead and take a look at the headphones. So as you can see, we have this very nice carrying case, which should just pop open here. You can see you can set that aside. And we have our wire nicely wrapped, and we can peel that out and start unwrapping it. So we're just going to pop this off. And there are the headphones. Now looking at the headphones themselves, you can see the design is very sophisticated compared to what we're used to. If you look at the old earphones, it was basically a driver behind a metal plate with some vents in the back. Not a whole lot of engineering there. It also had this rubber grip around it for gripping into your ear. Very simple design, not much to it. This had a tendency to break down over time. This had a tendency to dent over time. This appears to be far more robust. We got a simple, hard plastic, almost unibody design with these smaller vents. This channel is designed to fire directly into your ear canal. Now we have left and right, but really this will only work in your left or right ear. They're not designed to be interchangeable. So we also see we have additional vents here which are designed for improving audio quality. So we have a vent here for better mid-range response. We also have a vent down here, two vents down here, which allow more air movement for a lower frequency response. So you get a better bass out of these headphones. Now, if we look at the shape of the design, you can see they spend a lot of time trying to figure out the shape of the human ear. There's a lot of variations there, so they try to make a design that will fit a high number of them. So for me, this feels very comfortable. This fits in my ear perfectly. It does not want to fall out. And I didn't have that problem with these earphones. I know a lot of people did, but these stayed in my ear just fine. And it's the same story with these, but your mileage will vary. Now, looking at the remote and mic, you can see it's pretty familiar here. We have volume up, volume down, along with the center button. The center button is multifunction. It depends on what application you're using. And so, for example, you can answer a call by tapping it. You can end a call by tapping and holding it. You can pause music by tapping once. You can reverse by tapping 3 times. You can reverse speed by tapping 3 times and holding. You can forward, tapping twice, and tapping and holding to fast forward. There's a lot of things you can do with this. I'm not going to get into all of them. But what's interesting here is that there's a microphone on here, but it's invisible. So, for example, if you look at the previous headphones, you can see there's a little microphone with a little metal piece there. I don't see it here. So I'm not sure where they put it, whether it's sort of behind the plastic and they've engineered it to be sealed. But either way, it's different. It's a larger remote control. You can see it's a bit larger here. It looks a little more robust, so they have pieces at the end to increase the strength around the cord, and it's rounded as well, so it's a little more robust design. So if we look at the headphone jacks, you can see that the design is unchanged, but the new headphones are a bit longer. So if we pull them side by side and look, you can see they're maybe 2 inches longer than the previous generation headphones, so you get a little more length there. Now it's also worth pointing out that the microphone and remote control is a little higher along the right side than it was before. So you can see it's farther down here. So this allows you to keep the remote and microphone near your neck. So for example, you can tuck this wire behind your shirt and still have access to the remote without blocking the microphone. Now this is just a test of the microphone on the new EarPods. Now I'm going to record a sample using the EarPods, and then I'm going to go over to the earbuds to see how those sound. Now here's a test of the existing earbuds. How does this sound? So in conclusion, I'm definitely impressed with the new EarPods. They're much better than I expected. They have excellent bass response, much more full sound, and a much more open sound. So you get a lot more detail, a much higher quality headphone than you're used to with the standard earbuds. Now what's interesting here is that these also sound very similar to my in-ear headphones. My favorites are the Klipsch S4Is. I've been using those for a few years now, but they're not very robust. I tend to lose the earpieces. There's a lot more parts going on there. You know, for example, those ear tips that seal your ear, they have a tendency to fall off or get lost, and they don't necessarily stay in your ear. And unfortunately, with in-ear headphones, they have to make a perfect seal in order for the audio to sound good. With these, you don't have to worry about this. This will probably fit in most ears, so you're going to get the best experience for the widest range of people. In-ear headphones have a tendency to be, you know, hit or miss. It depends on how well those earpieces fit. For me, the Klipsch S4Is were the only ones that fit properly. So these will fit most people. The only problem here is that because they do not seal your ear, they're not noise isolating, so any ambient noise will interfere with your audio listening pleasure, and that's standard with the existing Apple earbuds, although these do a better job sealing your ears because they get a little closer to the ear canal, but still they're not noise isolating. So at $29.99, I think these are fantastic sounding phones, an excellent bargain. I would definitely recommend picking these up. I'm very impressed. So that's going to do for me, guys, in this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.